It's a downtown Moorhead tradition, and this is a milestone year for them. The historic Dairy Queen at 8th and Main reopens for the season today, and they're celebrating their 70th year in business. You can get in on the party with 70-cent cones and 70-cent dilly bars. The Moorhead DQ crew prides itself in having treats that may not be as well known as other stores. Plus, they're always eager to accept the challenge of creating any type of blizzard their customers ask for.
Didn't know that I could want ice cream for breakfast. Hi, everyone, and thank you for waking up with us on this Friday morning. I'm Jordan Schreier here with Lisa Bedell. We're just getting started with your news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan for your day. New this morning, an Otter Tail County man is facing charges after deputies say he hit an Amish buggy while driving drunk. It happened last night around 6 near New York Mills.
Sheriff's officials say 38-year-old Travis Rapat drove into the back of the buggy that was carrying 5 people, including young children. One of the children had minor injuries. Deputies say his blood alcohol tested at nearly 3 times the legal limit for driving. A lot of people's commute in South Fargo will look a lot different on the way home today than it will this morning on the way to work or school. It has nothing to do with the bad weather for a change. It's because road construction is about to start on 52nd Avenue South.
Traffic on 52nd Avenue will be shut down or limited between 45th and 63rd Street starting at 9 this morning. And it's the start of a major reconstruction that's expected to last until about October.
It was a crime that shocked the Fargo-Moorhead area. And now the man who murdered Cheryl Tendeland of West Fargo back in 1995 is going back before the state Supreme Court to argue for a lighter sentence.
KFGO News is reporting that the hearing is scheduled for March 26 to consider this matter. Barry Garcia is serving life without parole for shooting Tendeland while she and her husband and a friend were sitting in a car. He has previously argued that his sentence should be reviewed in light of a U.S. Supreme Court ruling that life sentences without parole for juveniles is cruel and unusual punishment.
Garcia was 16 when he killed Tendeland. At this month's hearing, Garcia's attorneys are expected to ask the Supreme Court to reconsider its earlier decision based on factors that include ineffective counsel.
A West Fargo middle school teacher is now on paid leave during an investigation into an incident from earlier this week. School officials can't give out many details at this point about what happened involving Daniel Mocktel. But the Cheney middle school teacher does have a previous issue in his personnel file. In a 2014 review, a district employee recommended renewing Mocktel's contract, but only if he met specific requirements.
He had to guarantee that he would not have any physical contact with students after touching a student's chest without asking to explain anatomy. He was also told not to use sexual or disgusting phrases around students and not to verbally or physically intimidate them. West Fargo police say they are not involved in the investigation.
Just about 8 minutes before the top of the hour, and some people are waking up seeing some flakes flying out there.
Yeah, another day in the valley here today. We're looking at temperatures into the more comfortable range. We're above 0 in a lot of spots, but the snow still continues for us here to start off the day. We're looking at snow down in basically that I-94 Highway 10 corridor and south from there, though there are some places north of there seeing a little bit of snow. The more widespread area of snow is a little farther south. Fargo right in the thick of it right now. Lidgerwood looks like we're getting a heavier snow bout for you down through Sargent County and back into Marshall County in South Dakota. So some snow ongoing. It's mainly pretty light, but it will occur over time. So it's going to add up into a couple of inches here for some of us in the Southern Valley. And this is just going to continue to spread eastward. Northern Valley, it's a lot quieter for you, especially the closer you are to the Canadian border, and likely you won't see much, if any, snow at all in those areas. We've got visibility down to a ½ mile in Oaks. We're at 1 mile in Gwinner, 1.25 miles in Jamestown. Your wind speeds are light. In fact, look at all these calm reports coming in. That's great to see when we've got that snow falling. And here's a look at your temperatures. It's not too bad. I mean, it's cold. We're at 8 degrees in Fargo. We're well below freezing, but we've seen much worse numbers this season. 5 in Grand Forks. It's 12 in Jamestown. We are a couple of degrees below 0 over toward the east. And I look at your hourly planner. Again, it's snowing right now. It's pretty light stuff at the moment. We'll see those chances for snow continue in Fargo through the morning hours and into the lunch hour, and then things will start to quiet down for us here. But if you're farther east into Lakes Country, this will last a little longer for you. A high of 18 degrees for Fargo. So here's a look at your snowfall potential. Again, nothing at all up along the Canadian border. And then those of us in the south in that 1 to 3 inch range, generally speaking. And then in between Grand Forks and Fargo, you might get a little dusting of snow, but not as much as what we'll be seeing a little farther south. Overall, a light snowfall event, but enough to affect your morning drive and even your lunch hour in a lot of places too. This weekend, much colder behind this. We've got temperatures that struggle to make it to 0. In fact, Sunday is going to be quite a cold day for us for early March. We're looking at teens below and highs that may not reach 0 on the day on Sunday. But as we head into next week, we're warming things right back up. Let's check in now with Al.
Well, Lisa, I'm not real crazy about the combination that we have going here right now, increased traffic and increased snow. We are getting some wheel tracks that are forming out here on the interstate, and that certainly is a recipe for slippery conditions. The roads remain in pretty good shape right now, but boy, you're going to want to be careful, I'll tell you that. We've also, Lisa was talking about visibility. Visibility is also reduced out here as well. Not really a big deal at all, but it's most definitely down. Traffic, as I indicated, continues to build out here on both I-29 and I-94. Travel speeds pretty much normal at 60 to 65. I suspect we're probably going to see those travel speeds drop off at least some as the snow continues and as the commute gets a little bit thicker. Traffic in and around the FM metro area is building as well. The streets in and around the Fargo-Moorhead metro area are, for the most part, on the slippery side. The artery's pretty good shape, but they're a little bit slippery. Get off the beaten path, and they're very slippery this morning. So, bottom line, extra caution this morning. Slow down. Take it easy. On I-94 at Cheyenne Street, where there's a lot of traffic. Al Ahmet, Valley Today traffic.
North Dakota's first medical marijuana dispensary opens a little later this morning. And we have a sneak peek at the Fargo facility. More than 120 people have been certified to receive the drug, and the state expects as many as 4,000 people will eventually be legally using it.
So far, there are 17 qualifying health conditions along with terminal illnesses, and the legislature is now considering expanding the list of legal conditions to 30. The dispensary will open at 10 o'clock this morning. A Fargo woman is fed up with what she says are constant mail delivery problems at the Prairiewood Post Office. She got the Informed Delivery app that's been recommended to help track the packages, but she says even when it indicates there's a delivery, she doesn't get anything.
She's already having the post office hold her packages, and she claims it hasn't always been reliable. One of the last times she was there to pick up a package, they couldn't find it. We reached out to the media relations representative for the U.S. Postal Service, but haven't heard back. The Wishes in Flight push by Make-A-Wish was a big success. The group was asking for donated airline miles yesterday to help dreams come true for North Dakota kids.
And as of midnight, more than 530,000 Delta and United miles were donated to Make-A-Wish North Dakota. But you can still help. They do accept donated miles all year round. The deadline to remove ice houses from some inland waters in Minnesota is next week. And the state DNR says this season's rough winter is going to make clearing the lake a chore. Some snowmobile trail grooming organizations are carving out paths on the ice for the fish houses to be pulled out.
The DNR is also reminding people to bring their trash with them. Fish houses in the southern half of Minnesota need to be removed by the end of the day Monday, March 4th. In the northern half, the deadline is March 18th. This weekend, the Fargo Dome is hosting the 54th annual Red River Valley Sportsman's Show.
And the Valley Today's Abby Furchner joins us live from the Dome this morning while we're all dreaming of summer. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning, you guys. If you're not looking for an RV or a boat or anything like that, you want to come out to the Sportsman's Show to see Twiggy, the water skiing squirrel. And so I'm here with Chuck Best, who is one of Twiggy's trainers. And how long does it take Twiggy to learn how to water ski?
So this one's been skiing for about 5 months. It takes usually about 6 months to a year before we can actually get a squirrel actually skiing. This is Twiggy number 9. We're on Twiggy number 9 and 10. We've got Twig Jr. that we have in the show that we show some of the training during the show.
And so kids, parents, family members, they can all come up and watch Twiggy water ski.
Yes, and you want to show up early because it gets very crowded, and it's you got to save your seat because it does get busy.
Okay, let's see this main event. Is Twiggy, do you want to water ski? I know it's a little early for you this morning. So she just hops right on.
Hops right on. She'll get on the handlebar. She'll get on the front of the skis. She's not tied down. She will jump to the boat sometimes, which we like because this one was paralyzed when she was a baby. So we like to see her active and jumping.
But she looks like she's enjoying it. I'm sure she's ready for summer too.
Oh, there's a jump. Yeah, no, some days she doesn't want to water ski, especially early in the morning. We got to just basically just work through it. There has been some times that we can't get her off the skis.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. And you can come out to the Sportsman Show today starting at noon. Or, of course, if you can't make it today, it'll be here Saturday and Sunday as well at 10 a.m.
I love it. Never gets old.
It never does. Twiggy
like
just
that.
wanted to drive the boat.
boat.
That's all Twiggy wanted. It was like, I'm done skiing. I want to control this operation.
I want to be in charge. Thank you, Abby. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question: employers say this is their second biggest employee fashion pet peeve.
Well, the answer is wearing wrinkled clothes, and I have to agree. I think I iron every day.
Oh my goodness. You do iron more than anyone else I know.
But anyway, Twiggy, he could go snow skiing.
There
if he
we
got
go.
outside.
That would be his option right now. We do have some cold temperatures out there and snow coming down. Be aware this is going to affect your morning commute in the Southern Valley and maybe even into the noon hour.
The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but remember, the Valley Today rolls on. We have more live up-to-the-minute news and weather right now for you on the Fargo CW.